Alright guys, so what's going on? So yeah, different type of video. It's a football one. To be honest, I don't really like making these too much. It's not really my thing, but this is something I feel a bit more strongly about, so I decided to bring it out again. So yeah, pretty much at the time of recording this, I'm just reading a story on Sky Sports. It's a breaking story, so it could change, but it's saying that Frank Lampard, the current Chelsea Football Club manager, is set to be sacked, and it looks like Thomas Tuchel is going to be taking over from him. And yeah, I just wanted to give my opinion on that. As those who know, I am a Chelsea fan. Obviously, with everything that's going on, I haven't been to a game for some time. The last one I went to was Wolves away, which was not this season, it was a few seasons ago in the Cup, I believe. Anyway, that's by the by. What do I think about this? Well, I'm reading through the story now, so you get my live reaction. And to be honest, I'm sadly not surprised. Just with the way Chelsea go about doing their business, it's a bit of a running joke that yeah, they do hire and fire managers pretty much on the fly. So yeah, I guess it's something that we could see coming. Frank himself, probably had a sniff that something like this might be in the works, and I really am. I'm surprised, but I'm also sad because, to be honest, this is not what I wanted to happen. I, do not support this decision. I just think that, nowadays we're too quick to make snap judgments. Okay, results haven't been great recently, but I, truly believe that the man that is for the job is the man who's currently in that position. And I think, in general, I'm not just talking about Chelsea football, I think managers in general need to be allowed more time to develop their vision. I guess an obvious example, the go-to is probably Jurgen Klopp at Liverpool. I'll stress, I don't know his exact history, how his seasons have all fared, but I know obviously in the previous two or three, he's taken that club and changed them massively. They went from challenging for the Champions League to winning it, to then winning the Premier League, and it wasn't an overnight success. His first season or so, I'm sure it wasn't anything remarkable, but they gave the man time, and look what's happened. I don't see why that couldn't be any different with our manager, and it really is just disappointing to see what's happened. I just kind of want to go back through some of the recent performances. Most noticeably, it's as recent as at the time of this recording yesterday. Chelsea played against Luton in the FA Cup yesterday, and they got a 3-1 win. Okay, it's Luton. No disrespect to them, you would expect us to beat them. But that's it. You can only beat what's in front of you. I could see it coming more if they'd gone out and lost that game yesterday. But I think the fact that they won, it still shows that there still is an abundance of talent in that squad. And it's just a case of getting the best out of it. So what goes against him this season is he has been backed in the summer in the transfer market. He's spent a lot of money. I think I don't have the exact figures, but I think it's safe to say it was around 200 million. Give or take. And obviously that a big chunk of that's gone out on Kai Havertz, Timo Werner, Hakim Ziyech, and I'll hold my hands up. Some of these players haven't played to their full potential yet. But again, it's the first season. It takes time. You have to build from this, It's the way things are. It's not always instant success. You can't always guarantee that. You have to give things a chance to run the course. And obviously, in football, it's a result. You're not reaching the objectives that they've set. It's time to get someone else in. And I think it just undermines everything that happened last season. This is a man who took control of Chelsea when they couldn't buy anyone. He was left with a lot of the youth. They'd sold, the best player in their team, if not arguably in the league at the time. I know that's debatable. And he inherited that squad and campaign. You would hope that they would kick on from there. This isn't a normal season. This is a season that, again, still plagued by the virus. There's no fans. Yes, it's the same for everyone. My personal opinion, I've spoken to a friend about this, I think at the very minimum he should have had until the end of this season. That's my personal belief. I think he's earned that. I think everything that he's given to the club, they have to give back to him, or they should have given back to him. That's not happened. Yeah, so he took a risk coming to Chelsea, and I'm sure he's well aware of that. He came off the back of 12 months at Derby. Now, realistically, that's unheard of, I believe. You wouldn't see a manager with, in the context of other managers, so little experience, them being offered a big job. But when these big jobs come along, more often than not, you think you have to take it. Doesn't matter when it comes on, because you don't know when you'll next be given this opportunity. And he took that, and he was brave. And as I've already covered, he had a tremendous first season. But the thing is, when things start to go wrong, you need that experience to fall back on. And right now, he doesn't have that because it's so soon. He hasn't been to lower league. He hasn't had that time spent at, Derby for multiple seasons, or another club, let's say a Championship, a non-league club, or, even a Premier. Need that experience to fall back on, I believe. You look at the great managers in the past, that are still there now, Jose Mourinho, plenty full of experience they built up over time, excuse me. So I'm going to wrap it up here. I don't want to talk for too long. I don't really want to talk about any potential replacements any more than I already have. I would just like to say that overall my feeling is disappointment. I hope that Frank can go on to do better things. I hope he gets other opportunities and he has an opportunity himself to develop and grow. Obviously, I hope that whoever comes in and takes over Chelsea is successful and can lead us to success and allow the club to develop. I just want to reiterate, it's not just because it's Frank. This has happened a few times now, and my thoughts and feelings are always the same. That's how I feel. It's disappointing, unsurprising. Hopefully it works out best for both the club and manager, and we'll have to see what happens with Chelsea. Okay guys, I hope you've enjoyed this video. Like I say, it's not my usual style, but some things, you have to make an exception for. Hope you're all having a great day, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye everyone.